So this is Salvador. He is a giant anteater. He is actually one of my most dangerous animals that I work with. Even more dangerous than the cougars, in my opinion, for a couple different reasons. First reason is Salvador has horrible vision, so he can be kind of quick to react because he just doesn't know what's coming. He has super dull but yet powerful claws. That is his main line of defense. So he actually walks on his claws as if they're like knuckles. It's like you and I walking on our fingers would technically be what he does.
Can you pet him?
He actually has no teeth, so those claws are his main. That's how he defends himself. He has this really, really long tail that not only looks like a second head to the wild, the way his patterning also adds that. He uses his tail to be a balancing tool to where he can, when he rears up, he's able to grab whatever he needs to grab, and he can actually rip through your arteries with those dull claws because that's how he was created. And so fortunately, after working with him for 6 years, we've kind of learned when Salvador has had enough or when Salvador doesn't want anything, and we respect those boundaries. And Salvador knows that.
He's just got a dirty face.
Oh yeah, what he does is he sleeps in coconut coir, which is actually really good for them to eat peat because that's what they eat in the wild. So.
And we'll tell you what's in his food here in a second.
Yeah, and so what he does is he actually will dig with his nose and he'll make his face a nice coconut coir mess because that's just how Salvador rolls. And then he'll curl up like a little kitten and put his tail over him and look like a big old rock sitting in here. In his food, he has apple cider vinegar, ground beef. He has some cat food, which is for the high protein that he needs. He has a hard-boiled egg. He has some berries, and he has a sweet potato in there. And it's all blended together into a mush, and he eats 1 to 2 of these dishes a day. We feed him as needed, so if he finishes this whole thing, we'll go make him a second batch.
And they don't have teeth, so we can't give them anything solid because they can't chew it up. But they do have kind of similar to a chicken that has a gizzard that kind of crushes that food up. Their stomach has a lot of muscles around it, which actually kind of do the same thing.